Hey guys, today I'm here with Jack Hartigan. Hey Jack, it's time to shoot. Jack, how did I get a hold of you? I called you out of the blue, didn't I?
Yeah, I know of you on Instagram. I follow you, and I keep track of your content as much as I can. And then all of a sudden, got a call from you one day, and
yeah, I was thinking about a short iron back drag plow, and I saw you have one on Instagram or YouTube. Yep. So then I just want to call you to see what you thought about it, get like a real life review.
Yeah.
So then we ended up talking and ended up coming down. So really, what I wanted to ask you today, what these guys might be interested in seeing, is like where you started, like what's the first thing you did, and then like where you're at now.
Yeah. So I started back when I was 13, from 8th to 9th grade in high school, or middle school to high school, and I just started by doing random jobs. I put a little flyer out in our neighborhood. I did anything from weeding, picking up rocks,
So basically, like anything you could get.
Yeah.
How most guys started.
Yep.
Like a lot of stuff you probably wouldn't do now. You kind of shy away from.
Exactly. Nothing. Everything I started out doing, we don't do now. A lot of the small stuff, and as over the next 4 years, we grew from just me to another 4 guys that ended up working with us. By year 3, we had 7 lawns, a truck, and I was doing all the mowing with the guys. Year 4, we went from 7 lawns to 40 lawns, 2 trucks.
So at that point, 4 years down the road, we went like 17.
Yeah. So year 4 was 17. Yep. So that was 2 years ago. So we're on year 6 now, and every year we've been able to grow pretty significantly.
How much, like percent from the previous?
We've tripled business for the first 4 years, and then we'll double business what we did last year.
Mm-hmm. That's like where we're at right now. Like we're on track to do basically exactly double what we did. First year.
And all the expenses go up, but the income goes up. The scope of our work goes up, so we learn a lot.
So how many guys do you have full time right now?
So we have seasonal guys. We have 15 total guys in the summer, and then we'll have 4 full time guys that will be that go from spring to spring right now. So. And
those guys are hourly or salary?
Everyone's hourly right now. I'll probably turn over a few of the guys, the annual guys, to salary, just so they can do what they need to do, and I don't have to worry about paying them an extra few hours. So
really, like that's a huge part of like a small business is taking care of them, because then they stay forever. They work hard, they get good incentives, and then like we were talking about earlier, people really swarm to that because that spreads, and then pretty soon you have people coming to you, and you're not spending thousands of dollars going out looking for.
We do all diesels because I just do diesels. I like diesels. They're very expensive, but I'm telling you, they hold up. They do the job great. And we like to make sure all of our trucks are the same as well. Yeah. Just for
it looks just so much better when we're all on the same site. It looks a lot more professional, 100%.
Yeah. So, this is our new truck here. 40,000 miles on it. So far, it's worked absolutely fantastic. It just pulls the mowing trailer around right now, but
the big enclosed trailer up there.
Yeah. So our enclosed trailer's up there. That's the mowing trailer, and then in the winter, this will be converted to a plow truck.
Nice. Yeah, this is everyone will want to run this one.
Oh yeah,
my single cab. It's ideal.
It's a nice ride. Yeah, we picked it up in the February of this year, or no, January, and it heats up right away. It does the job. Really easy to see as far as when you're plowing too. Strongly advise a single cab and not a crew cab. It's very tough to see out of a crew cab with long backs on the back. So
it's nice in the summer, but then in the winter when you're plowing, it's single cab.
Exactly. Yep.
You gotta come up with a way that you can do both.
Exactly. An extendo cab. Yeah. That'd be pretty nice.
So in the future, like 5 years down the road, where do you see was it Hartigan?
Hartigan. Yeah. 5 years down the road, I mean, I would like to definitely have some more skids. Probably move out of this shop, have my own piece of land, build my own shop, which is pretty tough here in the South Metro, St. Paul here, Minnesota. I mean, land. We were just talking about it earlier too. Land is $300,000 for 4 acres around here, so it's a little tough to sustain there. So
would you get would that go down if say you went like 20 minutes out of like downtown or half hour?
Yeah, I mean you go 15 minutes south or so down into Lakeville or even Coates area down Highway 52, and you can get less than half the price down there. So yeah,
but then it's like too like we've been looking at it like if you get something like a half hour out of town, to run grab a WD 40, if it's an hour commute, and it's like, and you're gonna be here 40 years, and you do that umpteen time, a million times, like that adds up huge. To where you almost got to spend the money to get right in, to get close, and to cut out all. And I think like all of your your guys' hours, you pay your guys' drive time.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like your guys' drive time, your miles, just everything. It's like you almost got to spend the money just to get something close. Because if you're 45 minutes, half hour from town, it adds up.
Oh yeah, and this is, I mean, this shop. The big selling point for this, we rent this per month, but it's the huge selling point is it's right off the main drag, and I mean we are 10 minutes this way, 10 minutes that way from almost 90% of our jobs.
Yep. So it's minimal drive time.
Yep. If you forget something or if you have to go back for whatever reason, I mean,
it's not an all-day deal.
Exactly. Yep. It's actually quite convenient. So yeah, that's a huge selling point of this place, and in the future, that's really what I'd be looking for is the convenience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's ideal. He did a decent-sized heat shop. You know, they always say to go way over what you think, because it's so many people build a pole shed, put a couple things in, it's full.
Yep.
It's always so much more to add on later than
exactly. I mean, yeah, when we moved in here, I thought this was gonna be more than, way more than we needed, and as you can see, it fills up very quickly. In the winter, we'll have 2 trucks in here too, to keep them out of the winter. Yeah. And when you have stuff break down, you have room to store it. Yeah. Which is very convenient. So
I have a question. It's Friday, August 9th, and I noticed we were sitting here talking. A couple of your guys came and took all the shovels and stuff out of the trucks. They do that just like at the end of the week or every day?
Every day. So every day. Well, it depends on if we have a new project starting. So if they have, if they're there for the entire week or so on a project, they'll keep most of the equipment there under the back deck, which saves them a lot of time with bringing stuff back and forth. Certain larger tools, if they're not using it the next day and they know they're not, they'll bring it home, back to the shop, throw it in here, just to make sure for security reasons. And so usually if they're finished with the rest of the day, they'll unload all the trucks, they'll put everything in here, everything will stay organized. I like to keep things organized, especially at the end of the week.
Oh yeah, when you get several crews out and all, like organization is everything. In order to be efficient to get jobs done, like in the time that you calculate and bid for.
Exactly. Yep. And we have three landscape crews and a lawn crew coming in and out all day. Some on small projects, some on big projects. So keeping everything in place is really important, because then people, they're wondering where things are. That's going to cost you more money if they're sitting here going around and wondering where things are.
That's like our, we have an enclosed trailer that we keep all of our tools. We have racks and stuff hang up in there. Yep. And it's just like a little thing. Like every single time you go put a tool in there, if you don't put it back exactly where it belongs, then it pretty soon it's like
exactly.
It's
well, then you're wondering where it is, and then you got to spend time
20 minutes looking for it, and it's like life threatening to walk through there just separately. So organization is, the bigger you get, the more organized you have to be in order to get things done efficiently.
Keeping track of stuff is, and then you got to keep track of stuff too. So when guys break shovels, we have inventory. I know exactly how many shovels we have. If there's one broke, I have to know that, so we can cost that and get some new stuff in here too.
Yeah. And so what services you guys provide? Like what's like your, like if you could go bid any job right now, like what's like your ideal? Like what do you guys like?
We love.
What's your bread and butter?
Bread and butter is redesigns, re-landscaping. So we do a lot of rock removal. We'll re-edge, redesign, plant, mulch rock, whatever they'd like. Add boulders as needed. That's our bread and butter. We do so many different things, shrub removal, a lot of that. But a lot of it is man hours right now versus more machine work.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys do any like patios or like walkways or anything?
We don't do too much of that right now, primarily because I am the only one who knows how to do it, and I've stepped out of the field a little more as we continue to grow the business.
And that's kind of like a whole other set of tools, like to do like Hartigan saws and compactors.
Yep.
It's a whole. Yeah,
and we have a great subcontractor that we use to do all of that. He does great work. He does it for a very reasonable price.
So do you sub that out to him, or you just kind of give him the referrals?
We sub a lot of it out to him. So we sub it out to him. He'll come bid the job, do it through me. And then I'll include that in the overall scope of the project. And
that's a good way. As long as you have like a good, reliable guy that's there, everybody says he's gonna do good work. That's
it's hard to come by those guys.
It is.
And so when we find it, we stick pretty heavily with them. So we're willing to wait an extra week or two. If he's booked up.
Well, you have to say good work is always booked up.
Exactly.
A good guy's never looking for something to do.
Exactly.
I wish we were closer, not an hour and a half apart.
Yep.
What's your guys' service area? Like if someone calls, what's too far?
I mean, we're fortunate enough to where we have so much business.
So close.
That I'd say 90% of our business is within a 15-minute drive or less. So that's, within 15 minutes though, you can go 10 miles or so. So in Minneapolis here, or St. Paul, we stay south of the river and then just north of the farmland, where the new residential buildings are being built up. So
where we've been doing a lot of boulder walls.
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
There's
a lot of growth there and a lot of opportunities.
There is, yeah. There's millions and millions of dollars being spent on just fields becoming developments. There's a lot
popping up all over the place. So it's great for business. I hate to see the cornfields go, but
but a couple years down the road, we'll be going back and people always want to change this or change that, or I do. A lot of times it's mulch right away, so then people always want to rock down the road.
Oh, I mean, there's some people we ripped out their brand new landscaping and we had redesigned it and reinstalled it, and it looked really good. But I'm telling you, it's pretty unsatisfying taking out brand new plants and landscaping. So.
Yeah, it's funny how it is though. Some people they just like more money to spend than
they want this and they'll pay for it, so we're willing to do it, and we'll do it with great pride and do some good work for them.
Have you had fire any guys this year?
Yeah, we laid off. I don't necessarily formally fire. Sometimes it's normally pretty mutual.
Kind of time to go.
Yeah, it's sort of like it's time to go. This is your last day. I'll pay you up, get you paid up, and go on your way. So But yeah, we've never had any major conflicts or anything like that.
Ever been sued or anything?
It's funny you say that. Someone's actually in the process right now of trying to do something right now. So
was it something you mind sharing? Was it like?
Sure. I mean, I can go into the details. And the reason I'm willing to share this too is because I feel and I know in the heart of hearts that we did the work well, and he's trying to get us something for.
Trying to get something a lot for nothing, or trying to
exactly, yeah. So like for example, he's suing us for 4 times the amount of the work that we actually did. So right off the bat, just spoke to my lawyer this morning, and he's like, they're just trying to get pennies out of you. So stay professional, stay professional, and just.
Was it like a shrub, like take out and redo, or was it?
No, it was actually so we were going in to install. He had a pool taken out. We had a different company came out, took the pool out, graded it all out, had the dirt there. We quoted the project in February, where it's all nice dirt, and then we ended up doing the actual job in June. And so back in June, 3 months of weeds, you got to take those out before you.
Well, that can be like when we do new construction, like the other day we had 2 right next to each other. One was 2 foot high weeds because it was final graded like a few months ago. And the next one just been final graded. Like that one was like another 3-4 labor hours. So like I was saying earlier, now we're going to bid each one individual, because if you have to fix up the final grade and scrape weeds for 3 hours, it's like it's not going to be the same as the one that's next door that's all ready to go.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, what happened is we had to actually bring in another subcontractor to take all those weeds out for us with a skid. He's good at what he does. We took the bulk of it out, and then fast forward to this spring. Actually, we had some crazy snow. If anyone knows about the Minnesota winters, or even Michigan too. Crazy snow, crazy ice. They had some leakage in their basement, and decided to come after us for grading, even though we had nothing to do with grade. So I'm confident it'll end up in pretty much nothing, but
it's kind of a hassle no one likes.
Yeah, so they have a hassle, and there's they're looking for somewhere to get it
looking to get the problem fixed for free. Someone else's dollar. Yeah, we've come across that a few times, but no one's tried to.
And it's a very large. 17. So. I didn't have, I misworded something or something like that, and they'll jump on that right away. So now we have our contracts very well worded, much more updated in that sense too. So
kind of cover yourself more. It's
exactly.
In this day and age, you really got it, because like there's some guy I was talking to today. Like nowadays everyone's suing everyone for for dumb stuff.
It's pretty frivolous. That's why I wouldn't talk about it if we were at fault, truthfully, and that's the other thing about us. If there's anything that's ever wrong with our business, or someone's needs their problem fixed, we're on it right away.
Well, it happens like, as you scale. The more you do, the more problems you're going to have.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how well everything's managed. Accidents happen, especially when you have 15 guys at once. Every time, like I always say, the more plows you got, the more problems you got. The more employees you got, the more problems you got. So no matter what, you're gonna make mistakes. It's really on how you handle it, how you react. Try to run and hide from it. No, it's like anytime you make a mistake,
never works.
And it always catches up to you. Like the social media, especially, it's like you you really who you are gets out there. Whether
Exactly.
it's positive or negative, regardless of who you are gets out there. So.
Yep.
Well, yeah, whenever same thing with us, we come across problems. Obviously we do everything we can to prevent them, but when they come up, unforeseen things happen. Just don't get worked up. But I would say don't ever get caught in the moment.
Yep.
Always step back. Like here's a thing, like I would say, like when you have a problem, think of like if you're like completely out of the situation, like looking from like a different view. How would you handle that? Or if like think of 5 years down the road, how would you handle that problem?
Exactly.
Don't get caught in the moment and then make much dumb decisions that you wouldn't normally make. So.
And that's especially like you said, what allows you to grow too is being honest. Going back and fixing any problems, taking care of things right away, because people are very quick to write bad reviews.
Yep, and another thing, like, is anytime we have a problem, it's like, like right there, right away, because like, if someone calls you, like, it's a problem, the longer you just kind of put it off, and just the more mad and more frustrated you're gonna get. So when you have a problem, like, the sooner you take care of it, the better. Exactly. Just make it right, and mistakes and accidents are gonna happen. So when they do, just just take care of them and move on.
Exactly. And back to that, your question about the lawsuit too. Is that lawsuit only came after we offered to fix that problem 4 or 5 different times in 4 or 5 different ways? They didn't want us to, but that only came after so long of us trying to fix that problem. We did put a lot of effort, we put a lot of time into trying to fix everything, and they were just, at some point they want to be compensated for everything, and you just can't do that as a business person. So
yeah, I think that's thing too is like when people like you get people that are just like so unreasonable, it's like stuff they're saying. It's like if they hurt themselves saying it, they'd be like what? like a recent customer we had. It's like this lady tells me we had this patio and there was some old used pavers and she didn't like the way it looked. Like, lady, you just laid the pavers that you got from your friend, whatever. It's like the lady, she tells me, she's like, oh, my life is just such a mess right now. A lot of times there can be other things going on that you don't see that.
You have to understand that understanding that.
Yeah, that there's probably a lot of stuff going on there too, like with the family or whatever that kind of brings people to sticky situations where they do stuff that's not really reasonable.
Yeah, and having an understanding of that, and not taking it personal as a business owner,
Yeah, you gotta. You can't let stuff really get you. But.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming down to our shop here in we're Rosemount, Minnesota. You guys are located up in Big Lake, so
in North Metro.
I plan to come up there once you guys
you have to come out
get a shop, or even in a few weeks once we have time to
maybe this fall, like between like if there is any break between the landscaping and snow, you have to come up and stuff. So.
Yeah, that November time sounds like it's a great time. So
yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I appreciate your time. And
you got it.
We'll see you.
Thank
again.
you.
Yep.
Have a good one.